diligence, I'm going to go in. We had questions about the status of the R1 project at Kealakehe. And since that's related, I put this. We put the design on hold primarily because we did not know and do not know at this point whether the discharge standards that we would have to meet are going to be modified for what we currently have or be modified by the requirements of an NPDES permit. We cannot just say we're going to make R1 water, and because it's R1 water, we don't have to discharge. The NPDES, the rules for R1 require that you have 100% capacity to discharge the full amount of R1 water that you produce. So if we had a 3.6 million gallon a day capacity, we would have to have the ability to discharge 3.6 million gallons a day at the treatment level required for discharge. So we would still need an NPDES permit if that's what's required, or the permit by rule that we have currently. Those standards would still have to be met within that discharge. And so because of that, we put a hold on the design for the R1 and for the R1 treatment and for the discharge, since we do not know what our discharge standard is going to be. We cannot design a discharge facility without understanding what we need to treat to. We are continuing to work on the distribution lines and trying to get those permitted and designed. And one of the biggest issues we have is with the EIS that we have on this facility. We're being held up by SHPD, not because they're mean or not doing their job, but they're grossly understaffed, and the rules are putting making the review very large and very slows down everything. For this project, which is an optional project, that is an inconvenience. But as we come in for Naalehu and Pahala, it becomes more of an issue because we're under an administrative order of consent and are still dealing with similar types of delays. But with that, I will end just to show you this is what we're looking at for the facility. You've seen this before. This little area that's around was an area that we were going to plant just to be able to reduce the amount of water we would have to discharge, and that's what that has been removed from there. And our SAT and the engineered wetlands are also on hold pending the decision on what treatment levels we need to meet. So with that, I will pull this off and click out of that and say that's my presentation.